Today, we're speaking with Sergeant Tyrone Bond of the United States Capitol Police. Sergeant Bond?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me today.
You are
Uh, we're,
welcome.
we're looking forward to sharing our opportunities, sharing a little bit about our department. We are located in Washington, D.C. We're a federal law enforcement agency, and right now we're currently seeking motivated and professional individuals for many of our police officer positions. At the end of the day, we are always committed to ensuring that we find the best qualified applicants. A little bit about our department. What we do is we safeguard Congress, we safeguard the legislative process, members of Congress, employees, and visitors to our grounds. We protect and secure Congress so it can fulfill its constitutional and legislative responsibilities in a safe, secure, and open environment free from crime, disruption, and terrorism. So what does that mean? Well, at any time, an individual, they can come up to our grounds, they can exercise their First Amendment rights, they can witness the legislative process, they can meet with their member of Congress. It's up to us as United States Capitol Police officers to ensure that everyone is safe and secure while doing so. Our officers, we protect democracy. We act on the world stage every day as a model in security, urban crime prevention, dignitary protection, specialty response capabilities, as well as homeland security. Good thing about our process, right now we're looking for police officers, and our department is essentially a microcosm of America. We have officers from all over who represent us. And because of that, it's vital that we search all over the country when it comes to looking for our candidates. And our process right now, it maximizes online evaluations. So the initial stages of our hiring process, they can be done all online via video conferencing. Just like how we're speaking today on WebEx, that's how the vast majority of our process is done. Mainly it's set up to expedite our hiring process, and we want to limit the amount of travel that the applicant must make to Washington, D.C. We don't want candidates to have the financial constraints that would keep them from traveling to D.C. in order to make it through our process. That's why we really maximize the online evaluations. When it comes to benefits, right now we're offering a starting salary of just under $65,000. Once you complete training, that's bumped up to right around $67,000. And your base pay, once you reach your private first class rank, that's 30 months on the department, your base pay is right around $76,000. Extensive career advancement opportunities. If you want to participate in the promotional process, opportunities are available there. If you want to move to one of our specialty assignments, those opportunities are available as well. Great federal benefits. We even offer tuition reimbursement. If you have student loans, we have a reimbursement program to help take care of those. When it comes to applying, you can reach us at recruiting@uscp.gov. You can give us a call at 1-866-561-USCP, or you can find our listing on usajobs.gov. You just type U.S. Capitol Police in the search, and our announcement, it'll pop up there. If you want more information about our department, you can also go to our website. That's www.uscp.gov, and you'll find much information there regarding our department. This is a great time to join us. This is a great time to secure your future. This is a great time to be a part of the change. And we're looking for some of the best to come and join us.
Wonderful. Thank you. It sounds like just an exciting opportunity and really meaningful and important work. Just a few follow-up questions that our students may have. So this will also be shared with our graduates, our alumni as well.
Wonderful.
So just to be clear, in terms of kind of minimum qualification for students, in terms of educational requirement, does a student need to have already completed a bachelor's degree?
So no. Right now, our minimum education requirement is just a high school diploma. Okay, that's there. We don't want to lose candidates. They may have gone to the military once they've graduated. They may have taken a career. Maybe school wasn't the best option for them, but we want to lose on those candidates. So right now, our minimum requirement is just a high school diploma. I will tell you this, our process is extremely competitive. We get candidates, we get applicants from all over. We get a high number of applicants on a daily basis. So it's important that our candidates stand out. So it's important to have that background. If you have that advanced degree, if you have these diverse experiences, that's only going to set you apart from all of the other candidates that are applying. We have minimum requirements. You have to be between 21 and 39. You have to have a high school diploma. You have to have your driver's license for 3 years with good driving. No irresponsible instances of driving. You have to pass our extensive background check. And males have to be registered for selective service, minimum. So those are our minimum requirements. I've been in recruiting for almost 3 years, and I can tell you this, it's rare that we have a candidate who just barely meets our minimum requirements. We want the best. So when I say get that degree, get those experiences, it's important that you make yourself as marketable as possible there.
Wonderful. My assumption would be for those that either are completing their degrees or have obtained their degree, whether that be an associate or a bachelor's degree, that their major, their course of study, that you're open to various courses of study. Is that accurate?
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll accept all majors. Everything you need to know to be successful as a police officer when it comes to fulfilling the job, the requirements of the job, the career, we're going to teach you. But coming into, it's important that we have officers with a variety of backgrounds. You know, we're not just looking for criminal justice majors. We're looking for all majors. There's a couple members of my recruiting team. I believe one was an art major. We have business majors. It's just we want people to come in just with diverse backgrounds. So to have the major, it's really not that important.
I love to hear that
Mhm.
because I think, our plans change, our interests, we're exposed to things as we're
Mhm.
completing our degrees. And
Right.
so it doesn't, I tell students all the time, it's not necessarily a linear path between perhaps what you majored in or studied and your career.
Exactly. We say, one of our sayings, we'll say liberal arts, culinary arts, or martial arts. You can still be a great police officer,
I love
regardless.
that. Liberal culinary marshal. That's great. Oh, that's funny. Definitely, so thank you for providing kind of the basics in terms of minimal requirements, what you're looking for. And you mentioned when you started kind of some of the, I'll say the characteristics of individuals that you see have the best success in a role as a United States Capitol Police.
Right. So when you think about who we protect, when you think about the total institution that we serve, it's important that our candidates, and this is what I see in our successful candidates, is they meet our high standards. We're talking about integrity, maturity, professionalism, moral character, public service. You know, our department, it's a service department. You're serving your community, you're serving your country, and the people that we bring in, they have to be ready to serve. We have a set of core values on our department: pride, professionalism, and effectiveness. It's important that for the candidates coming in, that their personal values, that they're in line with our set of values and our set of standards. If your one and your personal values aren't in line with our core values, this department isn't for you. We're looking for highly professional individuals to come and join us because of what we do.
That's great. Yeah, that's super helpful. And I do believe, a lot of our students here, while we provide, a liberal arts degree, a lot of our students have lots of examples of an opportunity to display professionalism through internships, through co-curricular activities, leadership positions within sports teams and so forth as well. So
That's wonderful.
I think all those things would apply. Um, So you mentioned a little bit about career growth opportunities within your organization. So someone comes in, they receive training. It sounds like maybe the first 3 years or so is, probably that continues. Then you mentioned some opportunities for advancement. What types of roles would those include?
Oh, so with us, there's all types of facets of law enforcement just within our one agency. We're a full service police department, and when you think about the resources that we have the same resources, even more that many agencies have. You can become a canine tech. You can serve on our SWAT team. I rode motorcycles for my first 15 years. That was the best job in the world. Loved doing that. I got to ride motorcycles every day. We have bomb squad. We have what's called a dignitary protection division. They're special agents, and what they do is they take care of our congressional dignitaries. They'll travel all over the world, taking care of our leadership, congressional leadership, uh, all within just one law enforcement agency. If you're looking to move up our chain of command, if you want to participate in the promotional process, that's available to you all, to every sworn officer on the department as well. Many opportunities for growth and advancement. And the good thing is that we're all based out right now. We're all based out in Washington D.C. So if you want to take that promotion, if you want to take that specialty assignment, you'll still be here based in Washington. You won't have to move in order to take that position.
That's great. That's nice. So one question, do you hire international students?
Unfortunately, right now we don't hire international students for our police officer position. You have to be a U.S. citizen. That's one of our minimum requirements for that position.
Okay. Hmm.
We post frequently on USA Jobs, so we'll have a number of positions available. Just you have to look at the minimum requirements, and right now for the police officer position, you have to be a U.S. citizen.
Okay, understood. What about, I know something very important to our students in our community are employers that have efforts related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Anything specific or
Absolutely.
special about the training or programs related to DEI for the U.S. Capitol Police?
That's a great question. Uh, I kind of said it or alluded to it earlier. When you look at who we protect in our community, it's an extremely diverse community. That being said, having a force that's diverse is essential when you think about the success of our department. We can't be a successful department if we're not diverse. And I'm proud to say that we have an extremely diverse department. We represent America. We're a microcosm of America. When you think about,
Sure.
uh, you know, the officers of all races, nationalities, ages, sexual orientations, all a part of our department. Um, we do have an office on our department that is specifically dedicated to diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think it's our IDEA office. And they place a priority on training efforts, mentorship, professional development for the officers of all backgrounds. We have to make sure that we're in a position to hire the best officers from regardless of background, and to ensure that officers are trained in some of the diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and that's a huge part of their mission. There, we'll have town hall meetings. We'll have discussions. Sometimes some of the discussions are uncomfortable, but these are discussions that need to be had as police officers, and they do a great job of doing that for us.
That's wonderful. That's great to hear. We always like to see that there's an intentional focus there. And that I know that's important to our students. Is there anything that you mentioned what a student or graduate should do if they're interested? Is there anything regarding your organization that we haven't touched on in your remarks or questions that you'd like to just kind of wrap up with?
Um, uh, well, just I've been with us for about 20 years. I'm in year 20 right now. It's flown by. My goodness, it's flown by. But I can really say that I've truly been blessed with my time here as an officer with the United States Capitol Police. Um, with us, you can really take care of your family. You can really secure your future, ultimately, with our department. We're looking right now for some motivated, some professional individuals to come join us and kind of help shape and lead our department into the future. The officers joining us right now, but that's the future of our department. So I have a huge task ahead of me to make sure that we're bringing in, my replacements, and we're bringing in the best. Right now, this is a great time to get into law enforcement, because you'll be a part of the change. You'll be a part of shaping, the department, the future of the department.
Be the
So
change you want to see, right? So yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly, exactly. So this
yes.
is a great time to join us.
That's great. What would you say would be, I like to ask this question, especially folks that have been in roles for a good period of time. What would you say is your favorite part about being a United States Capitol Police officer?
Well, I love doing this. This is great. I get to meet people from all over the country. I get to speak. I get to highlight, our opportunities. But when I was an officer back in the field, I got to meet someone new every day, uh,
Sure.
from all over the world. I mean, just the stories that I would hear from people and experiences, just the amount of experiences you get just by meeting so many people. And I love that. I can't tell you how many pictures I've taken. I've taken thousands of pictures. Uh, but
That's great.
just the experiences of just meeting people. If this is something if you're interested in, just meeting a wide range of individuals, this is a great place for you.
Yeah. Sounds like heart for others might be a key characteristic, and certainly you demonstrate that. So
Right.
thank you so much for your time today and for helping our students and graduates learn more about a position just geographically we may not think of, so super helpful. Just one practical question.
Mhm.
As far as, if someone was interested and they went through the process and understand it's a competitive process, but they were selected, is there, are there opportunities for, I'll say assistance, not necessarily financial, but just assistance in finding housing and so forth in the DC area?
So the first phase of training is at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. That's at Glencoe, Georgia, or you may be sent to Artesia, New Mexico. That's a living academy. Room, board, food, everything's taken care of. You don't pay for anything.
Yeah.
Uniforms, it's all squared away. From day to hire, that's when your federal clock starts. You're receiving full pay, full benefits, everything. It's all taken care of. Now, while the first phase is at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, it's all paid for. The next phase, it's our academy, and that's in Cheltenham, Maryland. Unfortunately, we don't offer housing, or we don't offer assistance to the candidates once they come to the second phase. But there's plenty of opportunities to
Sure.
make sure that you'll have your permanent situation or a temporary situation squared away in
Hmm.
that meantime. So we'll make sure that the candidates are squared away before they come to the second phase.
Wonderful. Okay, great. I just know that sometimes, especially when it's not in your, out your back door, or maybe a location
Mhm.
folks have never been to, or not familiar with. To hear that, that's great, especially that first phase of being kind of
Right.
taken care of for you. That's great.
We have a huge staff here, and they make sure that the candidates are secure when they come here. So we don't
Okay.
have anyone living in their cars.
Right. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it. And uh, I hope that some of the folks watching this are excited and seek out a conversation either through email, through phone, apply. And would you say if a candidate applies, they will hear back something within a time frame
Um,
related to their qualifications?
Almost immediately.
Okay.
So if they send us an email at recruiting@uscp.gov, we'll have someone constantly monitoring the inbox, so we'll be able to reach out. Uh, the phones, don't hesitate to give us a call. Someone will be here to answer your question.
Okay. Wonderful. That
Mhm.
sounds great. All right. Well, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. And again, thank you so much for telling us about this awesome opportunity.
Thank you for having me. You take care, all right?
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Good day.